Hey, and welcome back. So I actually took a nice break, actually an overnight break. And then so I'm going to come back to my painting and work on it some more. Now overnight, it's still a little bit tacky, but you can see right there, yep, there's still a little paint on it that's not dry. So that's not bad actually, because I'm going to be able to blend a little bit more and still continue to work with it. I chose to take a break because my shoulders were on fire. And I wasn't really aware of that until I got up and started shifting around, and then it was just like, you know, they just got the fire spread across the shoulders, and I was like, oh, okay, it's time. My body's telling me time to take a break. Even though I was like really into this, and you get into that mental flow of just kind of getting into it, but body rules sometimes. So today I'm going to continue on and work on my painting, adding, you know, working through this, and then I'm probably going to take another iteration of it and add in some more highlights even after I finish this initial layer, because again I wanted to take it to almost just completion of the black and white, like I was just going to finish just a black and white painting. So I'm gonna get cracking on this thing. Still have my paints kind of all laid out in the same format, just laying in black and white only. And here I'm moving my paintbrush in the direction that I see much of the grid of the fabric going in. So that's why I'm moving in that kind of weird, a little bit awkward direction. I find it helpful to go in the direction that the fabric and, you know, general lines are moving in to help create that dimension. Also finding that today I'm a little bit more loose with my brush strokes and finding it a little bit more easy, I think, to move in the colors or the values. Every day is just a little bit different. So, one of the things I'm doing differently today also is to move a little bit faster. I'm using one value and just kind of moving all around where I see that value instead of moving from subject to subject. I'm just kind of smoothing things down just a little bit, make sure that I don't have any really thick paint on this initial layer. And I'm kind of lightening the transitions, making them a little more smooth between light and dark. I'll pronounce those a little later. Right now, this is a nice first layer of really your mediums and your darks. There's really not a lot of highlights happening right now. I more have the medium highlight, not the brightest of lights. And another layer of black actually is going to really help accentuate some of the darks in this. think that's pretty darn good for a first layer. I still want to kind of come back in here, and I'm going to darken up the edge of the handle of this knife. I'm also going to come back in and, you know, really accentuate the highlights, call out some more of those shadows, intensify the darks. Right now it's really wet, and unless I apply the paint very thickly, I'm not going to be able to get the values that I really want in a nice thin layer. So I have to be patient. And take a break.